Our faith and belief that humankind is the center of reference for the whole universe, and that not just our own planet, the Earth with her plentiful resources and life forms, but the whole cosmos was created by God only for humankind, only to favor humankind, only to provide pleasure to humankind, and only out of special partisan fondness for humankind, eventually crystallized into belief systems, some open to contrary thought, and other times closed to alternative viewpoints, like unbending dogma, unwilling to confront rationalism. We humans even created religious texts of this dogma, selectively only documenting phenomena supportive of our theory, that God first manufactures and then employs even stars, planets, comets, black holes, galaxies, and constellations exclusively for sustaining human existence, protecting human life, providing fun, pleasure, and entertainment to humans, and eternally providing resources to human civilization, happiness, and prosperity. This blinkered approach has only blinded us to stark, obvious natural phenomena and unpleasant observations of accidents and natural catastrophes endured by humankind that contradict our doctrine of God's creation for human welfare. We have to free ourselves of the shackles of this dogmatic conditioning. Faith in this God of man theory can best be treated as a development of the primitive, emotional human mind at its most innocent, childlike seeking state. Faith created scripture. We can even marvel at the poetic expressions and emotional inputs that created some devotional scripture. We can pragmatically and patiently hear out, even study with interest, all religious, devotional, and ritualistic versions of the same God of man belief across the world as necessary stepping stones in the evolution of the human mind. Not all scriptures are unbending dogma. Some scriptures and cultures like the Bhakti Vedantic, Buddhistic and Jain, Greek, Egyptian, and Far Eastern like Taoist, Confucian, Shinto showed a readiness to discuss alternate viewpoints freely, while other types of scriptures like the Bible and Quran show the otherwise seeking human mind trapped at some primitive stage of thought, not amenable to reasoning, with self-imposed fossilization in the evolution of human thought processes. Thus, crops do not grow, fruits do not ripen, or spices are not delicious so that humankind should be fed good food. Crops grow, hence humans can eat them. That's all. Rivers do not flow because humankind needs water. On the contrary, we happen to get water because rivers flow. Even when it was the age of the dinosaurs, before the evolution of modern humans, rivers had been flowing. Flowers were blooming. The stars were twinkling just as they do so now. Even when the Earth was under the grip of the Ice Age, or even before the very birth of Earth, this very own home planet, the sun had its cosmic motion unfazed by anything else. Why, even if this very sun or our very own Milky Way were to vanish, the rest of the cosmos would be probably as affected as the luminosity of daylight is affected by the death of a firefly. Such an unfazed, unperturbed cosmic power that would not elicit even a moment's mourning by the sudden demise of 100 suns or solar systems, even on a daily basis, can still be venerated as God, to satiate human spiritual hunger, but slightly differently, as the God of the universe. Certainly not as our older conception of God of humankind. Yet, this appearance of human life on Earth, juxtaposed in the evolutionary history of the Earth, itself juxtaposed in the eternal universal upheaval of creation, sustenance, and destruction, is no more than a speck in time, a temporary, ordinary, and minuscule event not worth reckoning in the largely unknown, unfathomable history of the universe. Whatever dependability nature has shown, with whatever few conditions encouraging human existence on this planet Earth, are merely a coincidence. And so long as this coincidence lasts, so long as we survive as humans, We humans can term this coincidence, this favorable set of circumstances, the God of humankind. We can even offer him a flower out of devotion and gratitude. To this, and only to this limited extent, can we condescend to say that the God of humankind is kind to, partial towards, and protective of his human children. My disbelief in God has turned all the circumstances too harsh, and this situation can deteriorate further.
Nathuram Godse rejected these beliefs of Gandhi as he knew that these movements were solely for himself.